Hi, I'm Katish Haberfield, and I have participated in 2 of Carey from Soulful Valley Publishing's book collaborations. The first one I collaborated in was Entangled No More, and I wrote a chapter in this one which helped me articulate the benefits of past life regression therapy. I am a clinical hypnotherapist, past life regression therapist, and I am also a business strategist from a spiritual approach. Not only that, but I also divinely channel directly divine feminine and divine masculine energies. So for this was a business expense for me. So I got to show my expertise, and I own the copyright of my individual chapter in here so that I can use it for blog posts and social media posts. So you can see, here's my chapter here. The second one I did was Soulful Poems, and I just submitted one single poem to try it out. And it was a past life memory poem. So I was just listening to some music, which had the cello and the shruti box. And it was a Plum Village app that I was using. And I just started crying and had a past life memory. And so I wrote my past life poem. The good thing about working with Katie in the poem collaborations is that, wrong way, you get your own barcode, a QR code, sorry, that goes directly to your website, and you get a whole page which is a profile. So that is also a business expense for me. And I have participated with a full selection of poems in Soulful Valley 3rd book in the series, and a small selection in the 4th book in the series. So if you're wondering, you also get the benefit of being able to earn affiliate income by referring your other friends and poets to either write a chapter, write a book, or submit a poem. And that's about all from me. So if you feel the creative urge to express your soul, you can join Katie's collaborations. And also don't forget to look me up at katish.com and listen to the Infinite Life with Katish Haberfield podcast on all podcast players and YouTube. And our very same Katie Carey is a guest on many of the episodes. So namaste, and I hope to see you in a book collaboration soon.
Hello, my name is Sarah Brown-Atte, and my pen name is Sarah Bridget Brown. And I had the absolute privilege of working with Katie Carey on 3 of her beautiful collaborative books. So Evolving on Purpose 1 and 2, and Entangled No More. And if you are a coach, a healer, a therapist, anyone who wants to bring love and light and healing to this world, I highly recommend that you get in touch with Katie, because I am sure that one of her collaborations will be the right fit for you. Working with Katie really enabled me to connect to the inner child that I am still, and also everything that I have been wanting to put to paper for a long, long time. And she is one of these people who really knows what it takes to connect to yourself and to be able to bring forward your messages for the world. So if you are sitting on the fence about working with Katie, please get off it, get on a call with her and see how she can help you. And if you are looking for inner peace and serenity, if you are wanting heart-centered clarity and confidence and soul-centered wisdom, vision and desires, then I invite you to come and work with me to birth your best self. That is my one-to-one individual offering right now. And if you are interested in working with me, please reach out via my website. So you can go to sbhmentoring.com/contact, and there you will be able to fill in a form and book your soul call with me, where we will have a chat to see exactly what's going on in your life, why you feel the need to have this inner peace and serenity, and how you can connect to your heart and soul.
I'm Lalita Donatella Ribeck, and I am a best-selling author. And I've also been featured in an award-winning movie with Dr. Joe Vitale, and I owe it all to Katie Carey. Yes, I do expect miracles every day. Yes, I am a very spiritual person who has had a process of transformation that lasted over 30 years, if not my entire life, because I'm very spiritual. But Katie has been instrumental for me to be able to find a like-minded, talented, incredibly positive and spiritual person who supported all my goals. As a writer, yes, I already had a successful book, Spiritual Awakening, from a yogic standpoint. And with Katie, I was able to conceive, thanks to her encouragement and her support, and also we are like-minded, as I said, and 2 of my books became #1 bestsellers, Amazon bestsellers in the US. So both #1. Also in other countries, for example, Australia, also in Europe, they did very well. So now they're in the process of being translated in Italian. And Katie was always with me, helping me, giving me great ideas all the way. And even one of her meditations was very important for me to tap into my past lives as a spiritual person, etc. You'll find out in my books. The latest book, which she published with her publishing company called Soulful Valley, which is the same name of her amazing podcast, which is in the top 1% in the world globally. And so she was the amazing help and support that I needed. So this book, Golden Age Goddesses, again was Amazon #1 in the US in 2025, so it's very recent. And anybody who wants to have and experience the next level success as an author, as a coach, he or she can find that amazing support with Katie Carey. So she's one of my favorite people. I recommend her, and thanks to her, I also was able to meet Dr. Joe Vitale and be featured in his movie. So she's the best.
Hi, my name is Dr. Solveig Berg. I am the founder of the Conscious Reading Academy for field reading practitioners, and I'm also the author of the book You Too Can Be Clairvoyant, and one of the authors of the collaboration Entangled No More, both published by Soulful Valley Publishing with Katie Carey. And I'm here to recommend you the collaboration with Katie Carey, especially for my solo book. I was so grateful and thankful that she took care of both the publishing and the marketing process, and I could fully concentrate on the contents of my book and on my message to the outside world. And it absolutely helped me with my personal growth. It's another step to just talk about things and then to write it and have it written down and have it documented somewhere, black on white, in the form of a book. And there's no better way to get your message out. Plus that you will gain so much more growth, personal growth, and you will also shift. You will shift a lot in your reality, and you will make yourself so much more visible, and it will change your life. So I can really recommend take the help of a professional, and Katie Carey is a professional in her field. So take contact with Katie if you want to collaborate with her, and you can always take contact with me if you want to also try out to be clairvoyant, because you are. You can read it in my book, and there's my academy starting in September and October this year in English language too. So looking very forward to you. Thank you for listening. Bye bye.
Hello, I'm Lydia Koleshnik, also known as Lady Epona. I'm a Renaissance woman and founder of EponaHealing.com. And I've loved my roles for the past 30 years as a high-performance wellness coach, specializing in chronic stress and chronic health conditions, a healer, thought leader, and horse advocate. I'm honored to be an author in two of Katie's international best-selling books, Evolving on Purpose, Mindful Ancestors, Paving the Way for Future Generations, and Evolving on Purpose, Co-Creating with the Divine. My experience being an author in both of these books has been truly life-changing. Katie is an incredible guide. She makes being in the books easy and accessible, and really brings out the best in all of her authors through her coaching, through how she sets up writing in her books. And she's created an incredible community of support. Writing in these books has helped me share my passion, vision, and mission with the world and connect with those who are truly seeking the solutions that I have to offer. Also, in Katie's Soulful Valley Authors Group, is she provides unique opportunities to her authors, including sharing the opportunity to apply to be in the new groundbreaking movie by Dr. Joe Vitale, Zero Limits, which I'm thrilled to share I am featured in. So thank you, Carey, for all these phenomenal opportunities that would not have been available if we had not connected. So in the Zero Limits movie, Carey is also featured along with Dr. Joe Vitale and myself. And you can learn more about it through Katie's group and at my website, EponaHealing.com/movies. And you can learn more about what I do, my 4 pathways to help you achieve your goals, turn limitation into liberation, and reclaim your sovereignty, and step into your power as the conscious leader of your life and a conscious leader of the world at EponaHealing.com. I highly recommend connecting with Katie and joining our Soulful Valley Authors Group, where there are phenomenal opportunities for you to grow professionally and personally and share your light with the world.
My name is Dr. Susanne Kurz. I'm a scholar, coach, and creator, and I've been featured in 2 collaborative volumes of Carey's Soulful Valley Publishing House, Evolving on Purpose, Co-Creating with the Divine, and Becoming the Manifesting Diva, Creating Ripples While You Flow. Professionally, I help people who feel stuck in life to reconnect with their inner guidance and resources through a hypnotic trance journey to the power within. And I also help authors and business owners with their technical stuff, like book formatting, video editing, image editing, and platform management, like uploading things. I also help with online presence, like a Google business page or Wikipedia article, if you are eligible. Or if you have a podcast, I can put it on the International Movie Database for you for more visibility. I also have my own exciting creative project, a high fantasy TV series in development, and I have a talk show and a podcast. Now, the experience of being in Katie's book collaborations is nothing short of miraculous. For once, I really enjoyed the exciting and exhilarating experience of the lounge itself. And by the way, I love the reels and images that Katie creates for social media. On the other hand, it's a great win to add international best-selling author to my resume, something I hadn't experienced before, although I had published other things. And most importantly, there's a very supportive community, and I personally have not only won business clients through that, on top of the visibility factor, but also true friends. And that's probably the most important thing for me and the most precious thing. So if you're considering to join one of Katie's book collaborations or book a solo book package, I can warmly recommend that.
I'm Diane Boccolino, life coach, Reiki master, Akashic reader, and yogi, and I've had the most amazing opportunity to work with Carey at Soulful Valley Publishing, not one time, but 3 times. And now let me tell you about each time. My first time was with Entangled No More. And this was so exciting because it was my first time that I became a #1 Amazon International best-selling author. And when you decide to join one of Carey's multi-author publishing, you receive your own chapter in the book, and then also you have your own bio. And you actually own your own chapter, so you can use that chapter for anything you want with your business. And this chapter I wrote about a toxic work relationship. And then I also wrote about how I got out of that toxic work relationship, and I was able to rise above and open my business that I have now called Lotus Soul Healing Arts. And what I would say is this was my first time becoming a #1 best-selling international author, so I was ecstatic. And it being my first time, Carey helped me answer every question. She also has you organized. She gives you the due dates. She lets you know anything that you might know, and also your writing that will be proofread. So you don't need to be nervous. Katie will be there every step of the way. So I enjoyed this so much that I ended up manifesting, yes, I manifested this chapter. The exciting part of how I got into this book is I manifested my chapter. And this book is called Becoming the Manifesting Diva. And Katie actually got the foreword written by Dr. Joe Vitale. So that has been a huge selling factor. And I go to many mind, body, and spirit events. And I have sold a lot of these books at the mind, body, and spirit events. Now, I also just recently, this is another thing you can do once you decide to write a chapter in one of Carey's books, is I was just in a summit last month, and what I decided to do was the summit was about money, and I wrote about manifesting, and I centered a lot of my speech centered around a lot of what I talked about in this book. And I decided, since my chapter shares a lot more than what my 15-minute speech could share about, is I decided that the gift would be an ebook, which was my chapter, because you own your own chapter. And at the end, if the participant wanted to share their name and email with me, which then of course you have a lead for your business, they received the actual chapter, e-chapter of my book. So that's another thing you can do for this. And again, this is part, of your business. The most recent book I have, because I had to keep on going because it's so much fun to work with Carey, is Soulful Poems, and I entered 3 poems. And the first poem was about my mother, and then the last 2 poems were about actually myself. And of course, it's about myself getting into the spiritual world and getting to really know, myself. And what's great about the poems is you can use parts of the poems to put on social media to explain. A lot I've used them to explain, again, getting into the spiritual world, because they are your writing, your artwork, and yes, you're submitting them in the book with Katie Carey, but yet they are still your artwork and your work. So that is the fabulous part. And the last piece I wanted to say is that I have really met a lot of fabulous other authors that I still work with and stay in touch with. And also, I've had a chance to work with Katie. She's been my coach, and just a fabulous opportunity. So, if you are looking to work with me or where to find me, you can find me at www.lotussoulhealingarts.com. And I love to work with women who are looking to find their passion and purpose in life so you can live your dream life. So have a wonderful, wonderful day, evening, and it was fabulous talking about Katie Carey and Soulful Valley Publishing. Thank you.
Hey beautiful soul, it's Katie here from Elevate Yoga and Wellness, and I wanted to touch base with you regarding my dear friend Katie Carey. She is not only a wonder of a human being who has done absolutely everything she has set her mind to and made it look easy, may I just say? But she also, when you get to work with her, she is so calming and so encouraging, and it truly becomes a healing experience getting to write, whether it's a single poem, whether it's a chapter in a book, or an entire book itself. Working alongside Katie is an absolute dream. She helps the story that you're trying to tell just flow out with ease. I think I wrote my chapter in a total of 4 sittings before submitting it to editing. And honestly, I am over the moon grateful. I've actually recorded probably about 10 different videos now. And each single time I have struggled to come up with the words to describe Katie, to describe what it's like to work with her, and to describe what it's like becoming a #1 international best-selling author, because the words don't exist. There's nothing in the dictionary that I'm privy to anyway that accurately and fully encompasses what this experience is. So if you're contemplating publishing a poem, writing a chapter in a book, or even publishing an entire book, trust me when I say that working with Katie is absolutely the right move. I was privileged enough to get to write a chapter in Becoming the Manifesting Diva, Creating Ripples While You Flow, and honestly, I cannot wait to see what else becomes of this project, because once the project starts, it never fully stops evolving, and I love that. A little bit about myself. I am a Katie of all trades, in the sense that I'm not just an author. I'm also a yoga teacher. I am a wellness coach, and I belief clearing practitioner, and I honestly love collecting certifications. It's kind of my hobby. Some people like golfing. I like learning. So if you're into some of the woo-woo stuff, if you're into just feeling connected with another human being, or if you're considering writing an entire team of human beings, you're in the right place. All the best. Mwah. Bye. So I just wanted to come back and add that if you are looking to get a hold of me, it's easy peasy. I'm on Facebook as Katie Goche or Elevate Yoga and Wellness. I'm also the real Katie of all trades on Instagram, and I can be found online at elevateyogawellness.ca. Thanks so much, friends. I hope you're having an amazing day. And again, Katie is the best. Mwah! Much love. Bye.
Hi, I'm Victoria, and I participated in Soulful Poems twice now. It's been such a magical experience working with Katie and the other writers and sharing our passion and having a place and a voice to let the world know our story and our life experiences. I'm a somatic coach, and I work with clients who are burnt out, who are frustrated, who feel invisible, feel like they don't matter, and being seen again is so important.